This man ordered pizza for 10 years every single day, until the employees realized something was wrong. It is estimated that on any given day, more than 40 million Americans order pizza, and it is one of the most favorite foods in the US. Kirk Alexander is a man in his late 40s who lives in Salem, Oregon. Just like any other American, his favorite food is pizza. Kirk had been ordering pizza from the same Domino's pizza outlet almost every day for 10 years. But one day, he suddenly stopped. The employees at the outlet were in for a chaos when they decided to find out why. Sarah Fuller, the general manager of the shop, said that Kirk's orders always popped up on the screen as he ordered online. For the employees, it had become a daily habit to check for his order and deliver it. So, they got a bad feeling when his name stopped flashing for a few days. All the employees were unsettled. Initially, they assumed he was probably away on vacation or visiting his family. As more time went by, delivery drivers started approaching Fuller to inquire about Kirk's orders and whereabouts. So, Fuller checked the system and realized that Kirk hadn't placed an order for 11 days straight, which was quite unlikely of him. That's when the staff knew something was wrong. They knew him as a nice and quiet guy, and some of them had become friends with him. The employees really valued Kirk and looked forward to serving him every day. So, when their loyal customer had disappeared, they began having all sorts of doubts. Had he chosen a new pizza place? Did he not like their pizza anymore? After a few unsettling speculations, the staff concluded that Kirk wouldn't simply stop ordering, as he loved the whole menu of their shop. Fuller finally decided to send an employee named Tracy Hamblin to check up on their beloved customer. As Tracy approached the front door, he saw the lights on inside. He got closer and could hear the sounds coming from the TV. He was relieved, as this meant Kirk was inside. Then, he knocked on the door. But no one answered. After no response from Kirk for a long time, Tracy called his cell number, but it went straight to voicemail. Tracy knew for sure something was wrong, so he went back to the restaurant to talk to his colleagues. The staff at the outlet immediately called up 911 for assistance and narrated the entire story to the operators. The operators then transferred the call to the county sheriff's department. The police immediately headed over to Kirk's house, unsure of what they would find. They knocked on the door and called out his name. After some time, they could hear a muffled voice from inside. Kirk was indeed inside and crying for help. They broke open the door and found Kirk lying inside on the floor. He was immediately rushed to the hospital and it was declared that he was in need of immediate medical attention. It looked like he had suffered a stroke. Fortunately, the paramedics managed to stabilize him. If they had reached just one day later, Kirk probably couldn't have made it alive. Nobody knew how long he was lying there, and his fate was uncertain as there were no witnesses to the incident. Luckily, after some life-saving care, the medical staff declared that Kirk was safe and was going to make full recovery. The employees at Domino's couldn't believe it. Fuller said, "We're like family here, and we are glad we were able to do something to help. We hope he's able to fully recover from this." The staff visited Kirk at the hospital. He was then moved to a rehabilitation center of the hospital and started coming back to normal. The staff had done something really inspiring. They were called upon by the media for their good work. They continued to visit Kirk and made sure he had everything he needed and was okay. They were determined to provide him all he needed to be comfortable. Kirk eventually recovered and was back to his normal routine. This inspiring story of compassion spread through town and local outlets and eventually made it to nationwide media. It was also reported that the Domino's corporate office would be sending Fuller, Tracy, and other heroes of the outlet to the Domino's Worldwide Rally, a yearly convention of Domino's members in Las Vegas. After they were hailed as heroes, Fuller stated that they were only doing their job of checking in on a loyal customer who had become their family. After all, such acts of kindness are what restore the faith of the world in humanity.